Coming live from the studio, this is All Sports with Gerardo. Thank you for watching another episode of All Sports. This is your host Gerardo, and all I talk is sports. On the show today, I am going to talk about NFL football, Major League Baseball, and NBA basketball. Before I start the show, I hope you all had a great week. To start off with Major League Baseball, the 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star festivities took place here in Denver and at Coors Field this year. Originally it was supposed to be in Atlanta, but it got moved to Denver, and it was a great thing for the city of Denver and for Colorado to be able to host another Major League Baseball All-Star game and all the Major League Baseball All-Star festivities. Denver hosted it back in 1998. They were getting ready to host it sometime in the next few years, but because Major League Baseball decided to pull the All-Star Game out of Atlanta, Denver got selected, and once again Denver was able to host the All-Star Game in 2021 instead of hosting it sometime in the next 2 years. If that situation didn't happen, it was very likely that Denver was going to host the All-Star Game sometime in the next 5 years. Denver was already preparing to host one of the next All-Star Games that would be available sometime in the next 2 years, but instead they only had since April, after Major League Baseball decided to switch it from Atlanta to Denver. And believe it or not, the Rockies were able to pull it off in that short amount of time to be able to host the All-Star Game and all the other festivities. But it wasn't that hard for the Rockies either, because they were planning to host it. Not this year, but they were planning to host it sometime in the next few years. So it was just great to see how the Rockies were able to pull off such a fast transition from April to July to be able to host the All-Star Game. And it just showed that Denver and the Rockies was a great pick to host the All-Star Game and the festivities because of how quick they were able to prepare to be able to host this in such a short amount of time, even though the other teams and cities have at least a year or longer to be able to prepare and host it. We were able to prepare and host it in a short amount of time, in only just a few months. So it was great to see how the Rockies were able to pull that off, but it was also great to see how the Rockies in the city of Denver were able to host the All-Star Game and all the festivities. And there's no doubt that Denver and the Rockies was a great selection to be able to host the All-Star Game and all the festivities. And there's no doubt that it was a great experience, and if you weren't able to make it, you definitely missed out, but hopefully you got to watch it on TV, because it was a great experience and it was definitely better in person. And who knows when the next All-Star Game and festivities will come. It's probably going to be a while, but there was no doubt that I wasn't going to miss the 2021 All-Star Game and festivities, especially with it being here in Denver. And when it came in 1998, I wasn't even alive, so there was no way I was going to miss it now in 2021, and who knows when the next time will be. But hopefully I'll be able to see that, even though it's probably going to be a while. But there's no doubt that the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and the festivities that come with it is one of the best. The 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Features Game was on Sunday, July 11th. The 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Home Run Derby was on Monday, July 12th. Pete Alonso won the 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Home Run Derby, and he also won back-to-back home run derbies. The 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Game was on Tuesday, July 13th. The American League beat the National League 5-2 in the 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was named the 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Game MVP. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. became the youngest MVP of a Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Shohei Ohtani is the first player to be named an All-Star as a pitcher and position player. Shohei Ohtani became the first player to lead off and be the starting pitcher in Major League Baseball All-Star Game history. The 2022 Major League Baseball All-Star Game will be at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Originally, they were supposed to host it in 2020, but due to the pandemic and the way the 2020 season played out, because it was a shortened season, there was no All-Star Game. And since the Dodgers were supposed to host it in 2020, they will now host it in 2022. So taking a look at the 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Game and festivities, it was a great All-Star Game and festivities. The American League won the All-Star Game, and they've won many of the All-Star Games in the last 20 years. So I wasn't surprised to see the American League win the All-Star Game, but I really thought that the National League had a chance at winning it. The Home Run Derby was a great Home Run Derby. Pete Alonso won the Home Run Derby once again, and it looks like every time that Pete Alonso is in the Home Run Derby, he will definitely be the favorite or have the greatest chance at winning the Home Run Derby. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pete Alonso got into next year's Home Run Derby or future Home Run Derbies, if he happens to win them all, because he definitely has a chance. And I wasn't surprised to see Pete Alonso win the Home Run Derby. I really had Pete Alonso as one of the favorites or one of the players to make it to the end and possibly win the Home Run Derby. I also thought Shohei Ohtani had a chance, but it looks like the elevation got to him and he just wasn't hitting as many home runs as you thought he would. He started picking it up later on, but it just wasn't enough to be able to advance to the next round. There were definitely some surprise players in the Home Run Derby, like Juan Soto, Trey Mancini. Didn't really think they'd make it as far as they did, but they definitely were a surprise. But overall, all the players, no matter who it was, they all had a chance at making it to the final or advancing far into the Home Run Derby. They all played great. They really all had a chance. It just came down to what player hit more home runs. And the player that did was the one that advanced, and that's the one that won the Home Run Derby. But even Trevor Story, the hometown favorite, had a chance. He just wasn't able to hit as many home runs, but he still played really good. There were just other players that were better and hit more home runs. The hometown favorite Trevor Story hit a lot of home runs. He just wasn't able to hit enough to be able to advance further in the Home Run Derby and have the chance at winning the Home Run Derby. But he definitely hit the most home runs out of some of the previous Rockies to participate in the Home Run Derby, especially in the recent years. So it's great to see Trevor Story in the Home Run Derby. There were a lot of other great players in the Home Run Derby. All of them hit a lot of home runs. It's just whoever they were going against were able to hit just a little bit more to be able to advance to the next round and potentially get to the final round of the Home Run Derby. But overall, it was a great selection of players that participated in the Home Run Derby, and there were definitely some surprise players. But overall, I am not surprised with who won the Home Run Derby. And if Pete Alonso keeps participating in future Home Run Derbies, he will definitely be the favorite, and he definitely has a chance at winning any Home Run Derby he participates in going into the future. But overall, it was a great futures game. It was a great home run derby, and it was a great All-Star game. And Denver in Coors Field was definitely a great city and stadium to be able to host the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and all the rest of the festivities. And there's no doubt that sometime in the future, the All-Star Game and festivities will be coming back to Denver. This was the second time in 2021. But there's no doubt that it will come back again. Lance Lynn and the White Sox have agreed to a 2-year contract extension. The Cubs traded Jock Peterson to the Braves. In the Major League Baseball Power Rankings, the current top 10 Major League Baseball teams are the Giants, Dodgers, Astros, White Sox, Red Sox, Rays, Padres, Brewers, Mets, and Athletics. Moving on now to NFL football, Melvin Ingram and the Steelers have agreed to a 1-year contract. Now that we are in July, training camp is getting ready to begin at the end of the month, and it's almost time for the start of the 2021 football season. And once we get into August, the preseason will begin. And then in September, the regular season begins. So it's a great time of year for the NFL. We have training camp just around the corner. Preseason's a month away. And after preseason, it's time for NFL football to begin with the regular season in September. So I'm definitely looking forward to the 2021 NFL season, and hopefully it's better than the 2020 season because of the way the pandemic played out and how it affected the 2020 NFL season. I hope that does not happen in 2021, and it'll be great to see NFL stadiums at full capacity and see fans back in the stands in full NFL stadiums for the 2021 NFL season. So I'm definitely looking forward to what happens in the 2021 season, who wins Super Bowl 56, but I'm looking forward to seeing fans back in the stands for NFL games and being able to go back to NFL stadiums. No matter what stadium it is in the NFL, it'll be great to see fans back in the stands for the 2021 season. But I'm definitely looking forward to the 2021 season getting ready to begin in the next few weeks. Moving on now to NBA basketball. For the first time since 1971, the Bucks won the finals 4-2 against the Suns, and they are the 2020-2021 NBA champions. Giannis Antetokounmpo was named Finals MVP. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the first player in NBA history with 50 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks in a finals game. Giannis Antetokounmpo joined Shaq as the only players with 3 games of 40-plus points and 10-plus rebounds in a single NBA Finals series. So overall, it was a great NBA Finals between the Bucks and the Suns, and no matter what team won, they were definitely going to make history. The Suns had the potential of winning their first NBA Finals in franchise history, and the Bucks had the potential of winning their first NBA Finals in a very long time. So no matter what team won the NBA Finals, they were definitely going to make history. But were the Suns going to finally win the NBA Finals after appearing in the NBA Finals this season and in the past? We were going to have to wait and see. Were the Bucks finally going to be able to win the finals for the first time in a long time? We were going to have to wait and see. But overall, history was made during the NBA Finals, and the Bucks landed up winning the finals for the first time in a long time. So it was great to see the Bucks win the NBA Finals and see Giannis Antetokounmpo win his first finals ring. Will the Bucks win more finals going into the future? We're going to have to wait and see. Will Giannis Antetokounmpo win more finals in the future? We will have to wait and see. But it was great to see the Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo win the NBA Finals. And we'll have to wait and see if Giannis Antetokounmpo or the Bucks win more NBA Finals going into the future. But overall, if it's the only time that the Bucks or Giannis Antetokounmpo wins the Finals during his career, it's great to see that when Giannis Antetokounmpo retires, no matter if this is the only Finals he wins or he wins more, at least he can say he has won an NBA Finals during his career. And it did look like Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks were going to potentially win the NBA Finals sometime during his career, but it was great to see that they were finally able to win the NBA Finals for the first time in a long time, and for Giannis Antetokounmpo to win his first Finals in his career. Now for the Suns, they appeared back in the NBA Finals for the first time in a long time, but once again the Suns were not able to win the NBA Finals, so the Suns were not able to win their first NBA Finals in franchise history. We're going to have to wait and see if the Suns can win the NBA Finals next season or sometime in the future. But if they keep the same team that they have from this season that just passed, there is a great chance that they could potentially win the NBA Finals next season or sometime in the future. But the Suns were definitely a surprise team, and they definitely surprised the NBA on being able to reach the NBA Finals. Because there was no doubt they were going to make it into the playoffs. But were they going to really make it all the way to the NBA Finals and almost win the NBA Finals? I can tell you that the Suns really surprised a lot of people. They were projected to make it into the playoffs. But there were a lot of other teams in the Western Conference that were more favored on reaching the NBA Finals and potentially winning it. And the Suns really did surprise a lot of people. So we'll have to wait and see what the Suns do going into the future, but they definitely have a bright future since they were able to make it to the NBA Finals this season. And for the Bucks, they have made it into the playoffs the last few years, but they are finally able to make it into the playoffs this season and win the NBA Finals. And we'll have to wait and see if they win more NBA Finals going into the future. But after winning this NBA Finals with Giannis Antetokounmpo, they definitely have a bright future if they keep the same team that they had when they won the NBA Finals this season. So congratulations to the Bucks on winning the NBA Finals for the 2020-2021 NBA season. Chris Paul moved into 7 on the all-time assist list in the playoffs. Wes Hinsdale Jr. will become the next head coach of the Wizards. Moving on now to the show, what to watch for this week in sports, the Rockies, Major League Baseball. Moving on now, on the next show I will talk about NFL football and Major League Baseball. I hope you all have a great week. Tune in to the next All Sports with Gerardo show next week. I want to say thank you to everybody that listens to All Sports. Subscribe or like my pages on social media at All Sports with Gerardo. Until next time, this is Gerardo.